Abren fuego. Well, we're back with the Interwar mod today for Men of War Assault Squad 2. I love this Interwar mod, of course, focusing on the period between World War I and World War II. And right now we're in 1924 in Honduras. Maybe something that a lot of people are unaware of, the American mercenaries sent into Central America to stabilize the region and really kind of get some, you could call them quote-unquote American colonies in this area. Now our goal here is to keep our mercs alive. These boys obviously are probably not well liked by the current Honduran populace, but nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and start attacking. Now we've got Springfield standard issue rifles for most of our American mercs, which I'm hoping is going to be sufficient to kind of hold off the enemy. And keep in mind that not all of these mercenaries are actually American soldiers. These are simply mercenaries for the United States, of course, fighting for the United States, being paid by the United States, etc. And over here we've got quite a lot of troops of Honduras, several different groups, and they seem to be advancing quite nicely. So let's see what we can do. I'm actually going to jump back here and try to grab some of those machine guns, some of those mortars. I think we've got some mortars, but I want to make sure that we're actually making a difference here and helping the Hondurans in the area that are in support of the Americans, the Americanos. And there's actually quite a lot. So this guy's got an interesting, I think it's just an MG. I thought maybe it was an anti-tank rifle for a second. And here we got Philip Williams, the American officer. The American officers are really controlling the show here, so we want to make sure they're up at the front before we do anything crazy. But of course, we're also bringing a bunch of additional troops. And look at that, the engagement has already started. I would guess this is contact at like 300 meters. That's pretty realistic for this area. So let's see just how well we do. We're going to have to continue bringing units up. You can see the machine guns are going to take a little while to get up there. I might divert a few units over there to the northwest, but right now I really just want to get defensive positions because I'm not sure what we're up against. You know, just to make sure I know that's going to be a problem, copyright-wise if we keep that on. So let me just go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need any game music anyway. Here we go, folks. In la posición. Okay. These mercenaries are ready to fight and die for good old American dollars. You gotta love it. Gotta love that dedication. Alright, let's move up to the villa. At this point, the villa really is our main target. So, the villa, in this case, the village. So I'm gonna get into this ditch. See if we can't make a little attack on their gaps. I don't even know if I'm referencing that correctly. But I want to see what they've got over here. We're not even really sure what they have. But we have some 3-ton artillery that we're going to move up just in case. And I want to make sure we just have sort of a position in the village here so that they don't retake it. Vai, mercenarios. Vayan. Alright, so they're all the way over there. The question is, can we bring some units forward and assist in fighting them? I think so. Oh boy. Whoa, and we've got this on hard mode, by the way, for anybody wondering. It's actually recommended that you play this particular mission on hard mode to make it more realistic. So, you know, it's take a shot, you're down. That's it. But our men are getting some pretty decent shots over here on the enemy. I'm loving it. This is a war that just would not be covered in a video game. It just wouldn't be. It's too controversial. It's very few people even know about it. So it's just really not something that anyone's interested in. But I hope you guys are interested in it. And if you do enjoy these kind of really obscure wars, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. What I'm going to do is try to move some of our boys here into this villa. In fact, I'll try to get behind that cover to start returning fire. Remember, I mentioned I was going to divert some groups over there, so that's what I'm doing right now. It's diverting a few groups to assist in fighting those guys. See if we can have any other area where we actually have cover and can return fire. We have to get into these rocks. Well, we're going to make the push for it. Go, boys. Bino Belluzzi. So this is like maybe an Italian, maybe an Argentinian guy. Definitely not a Central American. These are just mercenaries from all around the world, and oh my goodness, that machine gun is cutting us to ribbons. So they do have an MG all the way up there. And, oh, that's a familiar sound. Not a welcome one either. That sounds like a potential attack by the enemy here. A trench attack. By the way, let's take a look at our guys here on the west, see if they have any contacts yet. Oh, yes, they do. They definitely have some contacts. Look at all of the units over there. Guys, we've got to bring over some of our heavy artillery. For sure. That is just terrifying. So we're going to grab this cannon. It's going to take them a long time to get over here. But so be it. Alright. I'm just loving it so far. It's absolutely the kind of interwar combat we could expect. We got the machine guns. The only thing we're lacking is maybe some biplanes with some explosives. Besides that, I mean, this is just astounding. It really is. And in fact, that area is looking like it's going to be a lot easier to break through. Despite us taking casualties, it looks like it's going to be a lot easier to break through than this area because we've got a damn machine gun there. So I'm actually going to divert another unit over to that part of the map, this part of the map specifically. Come on, boys. Maybe we can even try advancing soon. Alright. Definitely lost a few boys here, maybe even some Americans. Definitely some American officers gunned down. They're definitely the targets the enemy are looking for, but look at this. Look at how we've managed to really hurt the enemy here and knock down just a number of them. So we'll move into this position. And again, I'm thinking we bring another group. We're sending these guys over, though. Maybe that's sufficient.
No hay problema.
Send this guy over here. Probably a mistake, but I want to get a shooter, a few shooters, a little closer to the front. They're already taking shots at him. It ain't easy being a mercenary. It just isn't, folks. Mercenarios. Fíjense. Here we go. Oh, he's got a shot down that street. I wonder if you could get the MG from here. I doubt it. So we really need some mortars, but all we have are cannons, cañones. And it looks like the area ahead of us has cleared a bit. I'm thinking we should probably wait for support before we actually attack. But you know what? Let's take a risk. Let's grab this group here. We'll call it División Uno. We're going to advance towards the main villa over here, try to get into those trenches. We might get shot down on the advance, but we've got some covering fire as well. Let's wish the best for our boys. Nuestros hermanos. Alright, we're going to take cover right in front of the fort here. I'm calling it the fort. This is really probably just a cantina or something like that. Maybe even just a nice residence. But I want to get over here. A lot of enemy soldiers knocked out. We've got to, of course, cross these rice paddies. Is that possible? Are they rice paddies? I guess so. Arroz. Good old rice paddies here. I tend to associate, and tell me if you guys agree with this, rice paddies with Asia. So that's why I was kind of like, oh, but of course there's rice in South America as well. Or Central America. Okay, here we go. We're really trying to be careful here in our approach. Good shooting. This guy's even hip-firing, and you need to in these urban combat situations. Yeah, I think we should absolutely move up with more of our men. If we've gotten this far, and we're still waiting on the cannon, we might have to wait for a while. We should go ahead and push forward. Love to get behind this area. Let's see if we can do that. So far, not a single man lost in our retaking here of the villa. Although we've got to be careful. I'm sure they've got some machine guns staked out in this area. Here we go, amigos. Oh. Lost a few boys. Fuego. Do I have grenades? I don't think so. Got the bare essentials here. A rifle and courage. Oh man, we're getting hit. So I'm actually going to send someone in. Oh boy, 2 guys inside. We're going to have to storm that building. And we can even see a shooter up here. Alright, let's go for it. Oh! Fuego. Alright. A lot of enemies inside. My goodness, let's get another soldier in there. They are just stacked, but our boys dealt with them. A great job by Cuniberto Romero and Floriano Bertiri. Again, Italians as well. So these mercenaries are from all over the damn place. And we're just going to keep pressing it, guys. In fact, I want to try and get this guy. See if we can actually get into the building. If not, we'll just try to tag him. Now we've got some true urban house-to-house fighting. And we can see the enemy are all over the damn place here. We might as well get started bringing over some more of our boys, because the attack is definitely not going to be happening over here. With that MG, it's going to keep us away from this area. The attack may, however, do quite well in this area. So let's grab Grupo 3, and they're not even at full strength here. Nonetheless, I think they are ready to push up, and we're going to have them try and get somewhere in this sort of plaza area, if you can call this a plaza, and return fire. In fact, trying to see if there's another approach, but I don't think so, although maybe we should get over near the church and take a different, maybe a different approach into town. There are trenches here, so I'm going to try to use those to our advantage. Let's go for it. In fact, I'll try to get real close. Las trincheras. Trincheras, sorry. Let's see. And actually, let's grab that American officer as well. Although we're supposed to keep the Americans alive, so I might keep him behind cover. Just to be certain, I'll keep him over here for now. Look at that. Got our cannon. So I'm going to push the cannon forward. Put him over here for now. And oh my goodness, lots of fighting going on. I'm seeing what could be an MG or even an enemy cannon. We've got to get closer to find out. Pretty good approach, boys. Pretty good approach. Get a few of our guys in the building here. Actually, breach. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere! They're everywhere! Gotta get more guys in there. Ataca! Good shooting. Some true urban combat here, man. And I think they represented it probably better in this interwar mod, update than ever before. It's really well done here. The notorious urban warfare of these sort of smaller villages, or maybe smaller Central American cities. It's pretty crazy, man. Just gotta keep on keeping on. I think we've actually hit the machine gun. Yeah, so let's get closer with some of our men and just take a look and see what's going on there. I'm not going to take the American officer, don't worry. I'm just going to move forward with our additional forces and see if this counts as securing the Ville. Vamos, amigos. Pretty done quite some work here with our artillery on this area, killing several enemy soldiers, of course. But such is the nature of this war. Don't know how to get them to actually go up. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna have to send them up the old-fashioned way. Thought there would be like a stairwell inside the area where we are at now. Nope. Gotta go all the way around. And you know what? That's not gonna work. So I'm actually gonna storm this building. Just gonna have to do this building by building. Mátalos todos! Stand in the way of Uncle Sam, you're gonna get dealt with. Oh boy. No! Okay, so that's what I mean. We're gonna have to get some additional forces in here to deal with the enemy. We'll go ahead and push these guys in and immediately storm that building. Just look at those trenches, man. You can't beat that kind of bloodshed. Good work. Make sure it's completely clear. We're gonna have to clear out these buildings the same damn way. But I am really annoyed by these guys, so I think I'm just gonna go for this building for now. Just try to get inside. Man, two of our guys just got shot down right there in the middle of the street. This is not a place you want to be caught in. Nice. Alright, so they can spot them from here. That works. Mantenga la posición. Let's try to get them here. Resistan. So far, no counterattack, so it's completely up to us to, of course, push the offensive here. But it also looks like getting to this guy is nearly impossible. Got a few more enemies, though. Look at this. We didn't even spot this guy right behind us. So they are just everywhere. Let's go ahead and waste him. Shoot him. Mátalo. What are they doing here? Do they know each other? Can we get a look in there and see what's going on? Oh my goodness. Okay, I've never had this happen. So what we'll do is just have him melee attack the enemy. Sometimes you gotta get right up close and personal. So we're gonna put our guys in here. They'll surely see him. But will they return fire, or is he in such an awkward position that they can't? Let's go ahead, F7. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's really registering on this guy, so I might just move out and kind of hope that we deal with him in time. That's perfect. It's gonna happen without any mod. Maybe I'll put our guys outside the window and actually fire in. That allows him to actually put his rifle through the window. That's got to kill this guy. Come on. Come on. I'm just going to keep him here, and he's going to have to get lucky. Beautiful. We actually threw in a Molotov. I didn't expect that. That had to have killed him. Let's make sure, though. Yes! He came out burning. Look at that, folks. That is perfect. And still opening fire at this guy up top. Looks like an additional unit in this building as well. And actually... looks like they got him anyway, but I was going to move some more units up anyway. So let's grab our men and push forward. And here we've got quite a few American mercenaries, so we want to be careful. We don't want to just lose our American mercenaries willy-nilly here. Push up. Oh! No! Good shooting, boys. Good shooting. A few guys behind the sandbags here. Let's try to take those sandbags. First, just take cover over here. Not the greatest place to take cover because we have enemies behind us as well. At least we have sort of an eye on the situation. Nice. Good shooting, boys. We definitely have some trenches, some trincheras in this area. Looks like even the return fire on the enemy here is going very well for our men. I'm going to get into that building. Grab the rest of our reinforcements here. Start pushing up. And actually just take positions in the central square. Because I want to try and get a shot on this guy. And just get a shot on anyone else that's here. I mean, look at that. Look at this building across the way. There are enemies all over the damn place in here. So we're going to try to get outside. Maybe somebody's got a Molotov. It would really, really make our day a lot easier. But for now, it's just house-to-house fighting. Nice. Damn. If you guys enjoyed this sort of combat, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. This is a very obscure conflict, I think, that we're doing. So we need that support for sure. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm not sure if you can super chat on these live streams. I think you can. But another thing I would recommend people doing, if you really do enjoy this channel and you want to contribute, is check out my Patreon and donate $1 a month, $2 a month, something like that. It's way less than you would pay for cable back in the day, so I definitely recommend it. Now let's push forward here with the cannon. We'll get him even closer. He's gonna have to break through some poor bastard's fence. Alfredo Bolitares. Alright, let's move Alfredo up, and we're gonna just have to get a storm squad to break into this building. I don't see any other way. Just don't. We're actually in the same building in another room. That's how serious the fighting has gotten here. So I am going to swarm it with this squad. Let's go for it. Take no prisoners. No prisioneros. Oh my goodness. Right there in the next room. He might be. No, they're in the next building. My goodness. All right, let's see if we can get an entry. Yep, let's go for it, guys. Oh, beautiful. Absolute bloodbath. You can actually even see the plumes of blood are definitely increased for this mod. Beautiful touch there. Bring everybody. We fight to the end, to the last man. That's what we're being paid for. grab this group. I feel like there's still so much to take in this town. We're only taking the western portion. But, you know, this is what we get. We have to take what we can get and, of course, try to just exploit what we currently have. You can see out there are even some additional enemy forces. And we're getting some pretty decent shots at this distance. I'm liking it. So, just going to go ahead, get this unit in, clear that building. Hopefully clear that building. Might not be able to enter. I might have to attack it from outside. Yeah, I think so. But that should work just fine. So we'll send these guys in. We're still going to be taking the occasional pot shot, of course, from, like, this guy in the building. It's really annoying, but I've just not figured out how to deal with that. I'll keep trying to send units up to deal with him, but I just don't think it works like that with him. I think he's nice and stuck inside the building. Absolute headshot execution there.
¡Alguien que me ayude!
Good shot. Let's send... Helio Nunez did a great job with that guy. Let's send him to take care of this other guy as well. He's also got a Molotov. You know what? We should have thrown the Molotov in. I'm not sure if he's going to have time to reload and fire. Yes, he is! Great soldier. Great soldier we've got there, Helio Nunez. Another building there, guys. Let's go for clearance. Every time we clear one of these buildings, we lose like a third or even two-thirds of our men, but it's the price we have to pay. To take this village in the name of the, I think it might even be the Chiquita Banana Company. I'm being absolutely serious here. It's some sort of corporation that's funding these mercenaries, an American corporation. We'll put that in the title description to make sure people are aware. And we're just going to keep these guys here, firing across the way pretty much. To all the enemies in this area. Now, the cool thing here, look at this. I mean, they've got sandbags placed on this western side because they already expect that we might retake this area. So we're going to set our men up here. We're going to return fire, and for sure, there are still a lot of enemies here. Let's try to return fire. Let's try to clear this town. And as you can see, we're not going to get that guy. And I'm going to just go ahead and move into this town as well with these forces. Get behind those sandbags. You know what? I think... There we go. Mission failed. Wow. So, we've lost too many men in the assault. So we would have had to take that area that you see there. I think this building right here that I'm circling and kill a bunch of enemies. I love the fight. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Again, this is a war that you would never see otherwise, but we get to see it here in the interwar mod, and I absolutely love it. Also, the cries of the wounded in the background do add a nice touch. You guys know what to do. Hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.